Hello, my friends. Today we are talking about 6 most failure and most successful people. J.K. Rowling. Joanna Kathleen Rowling, also known by her pen name J.K. Rowling, is a British author and philanthropist. She wrote Harry Potter, a 7-volume children's fantasy series published from 1997 to 2007. She was born in July 31st, 1965 in United Kingdom. During a Harvard commencement speech, Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling outlined the importance and value of failure. Simply because she was once a failure too. A few short years after her graduation from college, her worst nightmare was realized in her words. I had failed on an epic scale. An exceptionally short lived marriage had imploded, and I was jobless, a lone parent, and as poor as it is possible to be in modern Britain. Without being homeless, the fears that my parents had for me and that I had for myself had both come to pass, and by every usual standard, I was the biggest failure I knew. Coming out of this failure stronger and more determined was the key to her success. Steve Jobs. Stephen Paul Jobs was an American entrepreneur, industrial designer, business magnate, media proprietor, and investor. He was born in February 24, 1955, Francisco, California, United States. He was died in October 5, 2011, Palo Alto, California, United States. Now revolutionary Apple started off with two men in a garage. Years later, we will all know it as a S2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. Yet, almost unbelievably, Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he began. The failure made him realize that his passion for his work exceeded the disappointment of failure. Further ventures such as Next and Pixar eventually led Jobs back to the CEO position at Apple. Steve Jobs said in 2005, I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. So lost your job today, keep kicking, and you should be just like this guy. Bill Gates. William Henry Gates is an American business magnate, software developer, investor, author, and philanthropist. He is the co-founder of Microsoft along with his late childhood friend Paul Allen. Born October 28, 1955, Washington, United States. Net worth of 114.3 billion USD dollar. Bill Gates was a Harvard dropout. He co-owned a business called Trafford Data, which was a true failure. However, skill and a passion for computer programming turned this failure into the pioneer of famous software company Microsoft. And then 35-year-old into the world's youngest self-made billionaire. In his own words, it's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lesson of failure. This is not to say that dropping out of Harvard will make you into a billionaire, but maybe that shiny degree is not worth as much as the drive and passion to succeed. Abraham Lincoln was an American lawyer and statesman who served as the 16th President of United States from 1861 until his assassination in 1865. He was born in February 12, 1809 in Kentucky, United States. Failing in the business in 1831, suffering a nervous breakdown in 1836, defeated in his run for president in 1856, Abraham Lincoln was no stronger to rejection and failure rather than taking these signs as a motivation for surrender. He refused to stop trying his best. In this great man's word, my great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Lincoln was elected in 1861 as the 16th President of United States of America. The amount of rejection you receive is not a defining factor. Success is still within your reach. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, also known by his initial MG, Michael Jordan is an American businessman and former professional basketball player. His biography on the official NBA website states by acclamation Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. He was born in 1963 in Brooklyn, New York, United States. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. This quote by retired basketball legend Michael Jordan in a Nike advertisement speaks for itself. It would be an easy misconception that Jordan basketball still revolves around natural talent. In fact, in his earlier years, basketball coaches had trouble looking past the fact that Jordan didn't reach the minimum height. It was years of effort, practice, and failure that made the star we know today. Michael Jordan's success all came down to his intrinsic motivation, one of the most invincible type of motivation that drives people to succeed. Steven Allen Spielberg is an American film director, producer, and screenwriter, a figure of the new Hollywood era. He is the most commercially successful director of all time. He was born in December 18, 1946 in Ohio, United States. Regarded as one of the most influential filmmakers of all time, Steven Spielberg is a familiar household name. It is surprising to realize, therefore, that the genius behind Jaws and E.T. had poor grades in high school. Getting him rejected from the University of Southern California 3 times. While he was in college, he caught the eye of executive at Universal, who signed him as a television director in 1969. This meant that he would not finish his college degree for another 33 years. Perseverance and acceptance of failure is the key of success. After all, even though I get older, what I do never gets old, and that's what I think keeps me hungry. Bad grades in high school aside, there is no questioning the genius involved. To date, Spielberg has directed 51 films and has been awarded 3 Oscars. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.